According to a survey by the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI, environment in Kolkata has worsened in the last 5 years. The survey comes as the world celebrates World Environment Day today. We caught up with the well-known climate activist Dr. R K Pachauri on what the current impact of climate change is.
Today is 5th June and today is the World Environment Day. With me is a leading climate crusader and DG of TERI, Mr. Pachauri. Welcome to Dooshan News, sir. So my first question will be a simple question. What is the significance of World Environment Day, given the fact that we are facing more crises when it comes to the climate, we are facing more heat, more precipitations?
Well, I really think we should treat every day as World Environment Day. But of course, since we observe this once a year, this is a useful moment for us to remind ourselves that with a number of our activities, human beings are degrading and damaging the environment to a point where it is going to affect us. It already is affecting us in a very adverse way. If we don't follow the right approach, clearly the cost, even in economic terms, is going to become very heavy.
So cost will be huge. But sir, this time around, saving food is the theme of the World Environment Day. How is saving food linked to saving the environment?
Well, you see, today the food cycle also has become very resource intensive. Look at the amount of fertilizer that's used, the amount of pesticides, the amount of water that's required to produce food, not to speak of what's involved in transporting food from one location to the other. Now, if at the end we are going to eat only 1/3 of what is placed on the plate and throw away 2/3, then what we're really doing is bringing about enormous waste in the entire food cycle.
So World Environment Day, what is your organization TERI will be doing on the World Environment Day? I know TERI has done a lot of things when it comes to climate change. It's a leading body, but especially on the World Environment Day, what will your organization do?
Well, I think we would reaffirm our commitment to doing everything that leads to sustainable development.
So in US, when election comes, environment is a big issue, green economy. Do you think the 2014 Lok Sabha polls will see environment a big issue being talked about?
I would hope so, but this will only happen if the people demand that. Because after all, our leaders will only do what is expected by the people. And this is where I would expect that on World Environment Day in particular, if we create awareness and if we also create a demand on the part of the people to ensure that we have a clean environment, then governments will also fall in line.
So you came out with a report on environment in 6 metro cities. Can you just give us more nitty-gritties about the report? Which city is the most polluted city in the country?
Yes, the picture is actually very diverse because in some cities, for instance, they feel there's been an improvement in solid waste management. In some, they feel that water supply has improved. But by and large, there is a deep concern that we found out existing in all the 6 metros on the lowering of the water table.
So my last question is a very philosophical question. Have humans failed Mother Earth?
Well, if we don't change track, then clearly we would be failing Mother Earth, and Mother Earth will settle scores with us. We have to keep that in mind, because in the end, human beings are not bigger than nature. We are a part of nature.
So that was Mr. R K Pachauri, the DG of TERI, talking exclusively with Dooshan News. Sidhant, Sibal, DD News, New Delhi.
Nawaz Sharif will be sworn in as Pakistan